Hey, hello everyone. In today's video I'm going to show you how you can create market ready apps using the new API launched by OpenAI, which is for image generation, which is much better than those trash models DALL-E 3 and DALL-E 2. And I mean, it is not that easy to create images using that AI model. I had to do quite a lot of working and mastering to get there, so I'm going to give you the right exact prompt, and everything now is generated by AI. So I trained the AI model properly for generating this prompt, and you're going to get that in the link down below for free. You're going to get all the resources for free, so you don't have to worry. And I'm also going to show you all my fails that I had to fail before generating a proper ad, which you will be able to see soon later down the line in the video. So let's get started. Okay, so let me show you the fails that I had. So this is the image which you can see on the screen. So this is the image that I first got on using my headphones, which I have here, of course, here as the main product to be made in the ad. So this is what I got, and I also tried other things, which I tried a serum brand to make it like that. So the problem here is in this screen you can look that this under the salicylic acid, these fonts are not proper, so this was due to the image quality. So the product image that you are going to use and give it to the AI needs to be really high quality. It should have all the text super clear so that these things does not happen, because you are not altering anything on these serums. Like, look at this image also looks fine, but it is not that attractive, and the issue still persists due to the blurry image of the product. So this is the image I used to create it into ad. You can see the image here, and this is the image which I used for the failed products. So like you can see, it is not clear here, so that's why the images are having the issues. And let me see you the result I got. So this is after I perfected the prompting. Now this is the result that I have received. This is the headphones ad that you can post. Like, look at this. Can you believe it? This is created with AI. So this is what you could achieve if you properly prompted agent and use those API. And the API is really cheap. It is not that expensive, and you can easily generate ads like these. And this is the one which I also generated. This one was in the ratio of 9:16, and it was generated for the ad posting on Reels or Instagram stories. This is for that, and let's look at this, how good it is. Like, it's just really good, and I'm just proud of myself for creating this kind of ad. And this was for 1:1 ratio, and it was for just normally posting it on Instagram. So I'm going to show you exactly how I used Anatan and Gemini 2.5 chat model and OpenAI's API to create this market ready ads using Anatan. And Anatan is gonna be self-hosted. It is the completely free version. You can see my previous video which I uploaded. It has how you can self-host Anatan like I had, and I'm using the free version of Anatan. Only thing that I'm paying for here is the OpenAI's API key to use the OpenAI's image generation tool. So that's all you need to pay for, and it is the max for high quality generating image. It is $5.25, so it is not that expensive, and you can easily own it. Let me show it to you. So here you can see the pricing of GPT image 1 API token. So image token, it takes input as $10 and then output as $40. It is the price per 1 million tokens, and you're only gonna use like 8,000 tokens at max for generating image that I have generated, that you can see of the headphones. So you don't have to worry, it is barely gonna cost you something around $0.25. Now here we have the page for the GPT image and model. We are not using DALL-E 3 or DALL-E 2. We're not even gonna talk about them. They are really trash models. They're just really bad output quality. I'll never gonna use them. GPT image one is the best, and you're only gonna use this one. So here you can see we have the two different dimensions that we can use. It is 1024 into 1024 and 1024 into 1536. So these are the two we are going to use. This one would be for 1:1 ratio, and this one is going to be for 9:16 or 16:19. Depends on your usage. It is gonna be in the prompt, so you don't have to worry. As you will mention the platform you're going to use, it's gonna do everything like that, so you don't have to worry. We'll discuss this later down in the video. And this is the rendering quality. What I have noticed here is that if you use the low one, it is definitely gonna cost you really less, but the output with the same prompt is not good enough. with the low version there might be some issues with the proper use of the text on the image. The quality is definitely gonna be that not that good, while with the high the performance is the best. It's gonna follow each and every command really properly. That's what I have seen through here. And this is here, it is showing you the different sizes, quality options, and the different outputs. We don't have to worry about this. I'm just going to show you how you can get this done. And for using this, you just have to come to the platform.openai.com and go into dashboard and just log in your API and pay. And it is really cheap. You don't have to worry. Everything gonna be easily done. Okay, so now we are back to the most interesting thing that is here. For this is the end automation we are going to use to create that kind of image. So let's discuss. The first thing, we have a form which is going to take in the data that we are going to be feeding into these AI models, which is going to which are going to generate it. So this is going to be the form which is going to be triggered when the image will be generated. So what I have named this form title as AdGen product briefing portal, and here we have different stuff, blah blah blah, and then we're gonna ignore this. It is just for adding the information and telling you what is going to happen, giving the system some proper information so that the people who come in can actually follow it and fill in the details. Now the first element is product name, then we have the brand name, then you already know what you need to enter here. Then we have the brand description, a brief description about the brand, what the brand is for, and the goal and stuff like that. Then we have the product category, be specific in the product category. And I entered it as not the headphones, I entered it as gaming headphones to be a bit more specific. Then you have the highlighting point, the key highlighting and benefit point for the product. It could be anything. Like for this one I mentioned like it has 7.1 surround sound, it has removable mic and stuff like that. You can mention all the highlighting key point which you would want to be mentioned on the ad. Then you will want to upload a product image link. So I would suggest you to create a drive, a folder on there, and upload the image there. And once you upload the image, mark the link to be available publicly. So then further paste the link here, and we are further going to use it in the automation to fetch the image and give it to our model so that it can use the product image and further create an ad. So this is a required field. Then we have the product tagline, that what are the tags we're going to use for the product. Like this one was for the 7.1 sound amazing as a game. So something like that. Like I know I'm not that creative, but I mean, you guys can do this first. Then we have, this is for advanced users which know what they are doing, they are really creative and know and want their stuff to be like that only. So you can add the custom brand tone, you can add the custom color theme, then you can add the typography preferences, how you want the text to look like on the image, and then you have the background or lighting style, how you want the background to look like or how you want the lighting style to be like. Then we have the platform where you're going to post this. So right now I'm already selected 3 things, which is Instagram, which will going to create you 1:1 ratio image. Then we have Instagram story, which is going to create you 9:16 ratio image. Then on YouTube ad, it is also going to create you 9:16 ratio image. Then we have product placement. This is just the brief of how you want the image to look. This is where your creativity is going to be in. Like on the image where you saw the keyboard, I prompted it to show it like it was on a gaming setup. The headphone was kept on the gaming setup with a gaming keyboard on the side in the background, showing some RGBs and RGB lighting and stuff like that. So that's what came out in the later down the line in the prompt, and I did not prompt the AI myself. Only this information was given by me, and rest of the things were generated by AI. So I was using Gemini's chat model for this. And here we have this set field. We have the set module. What it does, it sets the different fields to the different information. So what we have here, we have brand name, we have set up the brand name, brand description, product name, product category, brand tone, color theme, lighting styles, typography style, product image link, product tagline, highlighted benefit, and the platform. Now as we further go, we have brand style generator. What this does is it generates the brand style. This only happens if you have not entered the custom fields which I showed you in the starting in the form. If you have not entered that, the AI is going to generate that itself by the information that is provided to it. So here you can see this is the prompt. You are an expert in brand identity and advertising design. Given the core details of a product, blah blah blah, your goal is to output rich and brand aligned description in visual tone, color, layout, and messaging, and the essential inputs, then optional inputs, and then the output format, and then the different things. So this prompt is going to give us a proper output format. Then we have the output, structured output. We have the structured output so that we get output in this format only, and you don't have to worry. You will get all of this structured inputs and the whole scenarios in the description below for free. You don't have to worry. This is only for information purposes. I'm just sharing my journey and giving you all the information that I have achieved by myself. Okay, then we have the asset prompter. So what it does is it uses the information which was, so it takes the information which was previously created by the brand style generator, like and some of the information which we entered in the form, like the brand tone, color theme, background style, and it generates all these things. Then it creates a proper asset that how, and it creates a much in detailed props like surface prop, accent prop, and how it is going to be, how is the effect, how is the color, how is the lighting, how is the camera angle, overlay text. The more detailed it is, the better the output you would get from the image generation model. So here you have this. You are the visual creative director for a high-end ad agency. Your task is to take in core product information and generate an immersive visual blueprint for a core node map forms data for preview ad. This blueprint will later be used to generate photorealistics or stylized and visuals using generative AI. So the output must be spatially descriptive, precise, and creatively rich. Use the given core and optional inputs to generate brand tone and visual mood, the environment and surface type the product rests on, and the different things using the essential inputs, and then further it generates the advanced detailed specifications. Now further, to get the desired proper output, we use the structured output phraser. Then further structure the output into this kind of format. Let's go into the image prompter. So this is the main guy which is going to prompt give out the prompt which will be entered into the agent, image generation model will be entered into the image generation model, so further to generate the image. So here this is the main thing. So this is a big prompt and it took me quite a while to master it, and I'm going to get it out to you. We'll learn from this and build on top of it so that you could get not just ads and carousels and other marketing stuff as well which you are going to use. That is also possible. You can also execute that by further refining the prompt that I am going to show you here. So here the prompt starts with your creative AI task with generating a detailed image generation prompt for an AI based visual ad. Now you will receive structured input about the product, the target and platform, and the styling information. Your job is to write a complete natural language scene prompt that can be directly passed to an AI image generating like DAL-E or Midjourney to create a photorealistic ad visual. Then we have the inputs. Everything is in detail. We have product name, category, and everything. Then you have scene details. Then further, these are the instructions. Now on the platform selected, generate a full image generation prompt with correct formatting, tone, and scene layout. Platform specific adjustments. If it is a YouTube ad, we have the aspect ratio as square 1:1 or landscape as 16:9. Then as the tone, we have cinematic, immersive, and performance driven, and the prompt should say create a square 1:1 photorealistic YouTube ad visual. And for Instagram feed ad, we have the same details, and then for Instagram story or TikTok ad, we have the same detail as well. Then for output format, we have the example structure that it would start with create a square 1:1 photorealistic YouTube ad visual for this and this, and the undefined you can see on the left side. And then we further have this is a scroll stopping ad for gamers, and it should be bold and immersive. And then the other details, then we have the brand identity examples here, the tone, color palette, typography, style, product placement and composition. Then we have the overlay text, and then we have the bold and three readable style of the platform. And then the further output structure has to be directly copied to the image prompt, so we have to tell it that only output the final prompt in natural language so that the AI can directly use it and further build on it. Now what happens here, the link you uploaded here would be put here in the fetch image, where you'll be adding your drive account, connecting it. You could just go with the docs and connect it, and then further fetch this will further fetch the image 64 format. It will fetch the image in base 64 format. Then depending on what platform you have chosen, it could be the Instagram story or YouTube ad, this is going to send it to the different places. If it is for Instagram, it is going to go with this line, and if it is for the Instagram story, it is going to be the first line. Then if it is with the YouTube ad, it is going to be the second one, and the zero one would be the Instagram one. So as soon as, and this is the HTTPS module, which are going to use the HTTPS module to access it directly, because we do not have the normal image generation module. In the normal image generation OpenAI image generation first model, it only has the DALL-E 3 and DALL-E 2 model, so it is not for use for us. So we'll have to use the HTTPS module in N10 to access it. What we are going to do here, we are going to use the HTTPS module here. We're going to use the post module here method, and in the post method we are going to add this URL. Then we are going to set the authentication as none. Then you are going to enable the headers, and then in the headers add the name authorization. Then here you will add the bearer, which is then further your API key. To get your API key, you can go to OpenAI and then further get to API preferences or in settings and get your API key. So you can just follow the docs or use GPT to help you with that. I'm not going to show you that here, you can just do it easily. Then further we are going to enable send body. Then we have content type as form data. Then we have body parameters, which is model. We're going to use GPT image 1 because there are other models as well, which is DALL-E 2 and DALL-E 3. We're not going to use that, so we have to specify. Then we're going to add the prompt here. This is where the prompt will go in, which will be generated by AI. Then we have the binary file, which is the image which will be in the data field. Will be going passing the image of the product we are going to use to create the image. And then we have this, the N1 tells that we only need image output of 1, because we can get 2 or 3 image outputs as well at the same time. So that's why we have N as 1. And then we will select the size. Their sizes are different as we go into the different model. The size would be different. That is the only thing that is different in these 3 scenarios that we have, or else everything is same. Then as you go into the quality, we have high. You can set it to low and medium, but I will not prefer it because the output is really bad. Even the performance of following the prompt is different. I don't know why that happens. I have experiences before with testing out different prompts, so I suggest you to go with high. And then further, this is the code which will help you to view the image. And then further, this is going to save it in draft and then upload the image. Now let me show you how it actually works. Let me show you its proper functioning, since I have explained it to you how it actually works. Let me, as soon as you press test, it is going to open a pop-up window where a form will appear like this, where you have the title, the description you added, and then you have the product name and everything, and then you have to further fill in the information. So product name, I have everything saved up here. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy it from here. You can enter it by yourself. Okay, then you have a name, then you have a name, then you have a description, then you have product ID, then you have a highlight, then you have the product name. So I believe it on the so just put it but okay, so this is how it, and remember this red dot tells you that these are data are compulsory to fill there, so you have to fill in the data or else you cannot submit the form. Now we have product tagline. Yeah, remember guys, remember to follow the 2020 rule to keep your eyes safe if you're sitting in front of a screen all day for like 6 to 8 hours constantly. So remember to keep your eyes healthy, and remember to drink some water. Yeah. Then we have the customer, and this is for advanced users, and since I have prompted the AI to do it by itself, so I'm not worrying about it, but you can fill it in as well. Now we have the platform. I'm going to fill in the platform as Instagram story. Then as soon as I fill in as Instagram story, then we have the product placement. For product placement, I have this one. Place the product on a gaming table or a gaming keyboard and a gaming setup behind it. And gaming setup, let's take it a bit. Gaming setup behind it with monitor playing Valorant. Let's just be a little bit more specific. Let's see what the outcome we can get. Then I'm gonna hit submit, and as soon as you press submit, you'll have your form is submitted and all the data will appear here. So I'm using this pin function. This pin function, what this does is this node will always output current data instead of executing, and does not apply to production execution. So what this means is you don't have to worry about that. I'm doing it, but you don't have to do it. What happens is when I pin this, now this data would be here forever until I unpin it. Even if you run this or test this, it will going to send this data as an output all the time. Alright, so now this is done. Now we have our output data. Now let's run it and see. And also guys, you don't have to worry about this code. This code is just for displaying you the image here, or else you won't be able to see the image. It will be outputted as base64 code. And here we have the campaign draft. So I haven't set it up properly, I think, but it is in the basic. It is saving the base64 code here. You can set it up on your Google Sheets with automatic ID. So it says now, as you can see, the scenario is running and it's slowly progressing. So till it progresses, let's see what the brand style generator has given out. So it has given us the brand name and the color theme, which is dominant palette of deep blacks and charcoal grays from the product itself, contrast with vibrant electric blues and radiant cyans, representing wireless technology and immersive sound fields. Subtle hints of dark red or amber might be incorporated in background elements to evoke Corsair's energy and competitive spirit. So this is the color theme. You can just see how good it is from just basic information that we gave, that it is a gaming headset, the brand description, and nothing much. And then we have the background style, abstract high-tech digital landscape of energy field. Imagine flowing lines of glowing light, stylized sonic waves radiating outwards, or subtle data streams against a dark atmospheric void. The style would feel vast, futuristic, and non-lateral, emphasizing the concept of wireless freedom and immersing sound environments. Then we have the lighting style, which is dramatic and high contrast. A focused spotlight effect heavily illuminates the headset from the front or side, creating strong highlights on its structures and edges, make it pop against the dark background. The abstract background element should emit their own soft ambient glow from the accent colors, which is blues or cyans, and then adding depth and atmosphere. Then we have the product's placement, which we gave it. Now let's see how it is following it. The headset floors prominently in the center foreground of the frame. It should be angled dynamically, perhaps showing the profile and ear cup details. Then the detachable microphone, either clearly attached, slightly visible nearby, or it's potentially implied through composition. It should appear powerful, substantial, yet seamlessly integrated into high-tech visual environment. Then we have the composition guideline, and then the typography style. And now let's move to asset prompt. Now what this does is it takes all the information that we previously got with the composition guideline and the typography styles, and now it tells the asset. Now this is the Instagram story add visual, where we have the brand tone, then we have the background tone, then we have the surface type, we have none, product is floating within abstract digital space, then we have the accent prop, which is energy field or sonic waves, then it also tells the origin, then the motion, effect and colors. It is highly detailed, so it is going to be really good. This image is going to be really good. Then we have the lighting, dynamic spotlight and ambient glow, focus spotlight from front to side, ambient glow from background element. Then we have high intensity on product, medium ambient intensity in background, highlights the premium materials, textures and cell height of the headset, making it pop against the dark atmospheric background and establishing it as the central powerful object. Then we have the camera angle, which is mid shot and dynamic angle. Then we have the overlay text, which is Corsair Pro wireless gaming headset, and then we have the craft for battle, and then we have the upper and lower section of the frame, then we have bold, the style, the position and the animation. Further, let's go to the main thing, our image prompt. Let's see how it has been done. Then as we go to the image prompt, you can see how big the prompt is. So this is the prompt it has created, which is create a vertical 96 photorealistic arm add visual for the Corsair HS70 Pro wireless gaming headset for Corsair, blah blah blah. We have shoot from angle, and then we saw keyboard somewhere, so capture it. Then we have wireless freedom, caching technology. Now set the scene as a gaming headset, place headset prominently on the table over a high-end machine gaming keyboard with a large gaming monitor actually displaying it and vibrant gameplay visible behind the headset. You can see it is following our guides. And then further we have the typography style, and everything has been added in it. Now it fetches the image. Now the image has been fetched. Now this is the image. You can view the image. This is the image that I have entered in it. Then further it switches to the platform. It goes in and it sees that on the form submission it is equal to Instagram, and if it is equal to Instagram, so it goes to the first one. If it is YouTube ad, it goes to the second one. If it is an Instagram, it goes to the 0 1. Then this is the image, and it is fed into the image generation model. The image generation model has all the information, then it outputs into B64 JSON. Then here we have the image. Now let's view the image and look at that. It looks good, really awesome. Now this is the kind of image you would want to share, and look the accuracy of the background game Valorant gameplay. It actually is the Valorant gameplay image, and we have the immersive 7.1 surround wireless freedom. So this is how you can get the images. Now let me just download this image real quick. Okay, yeah, I've saved the image. Now this is campaign drafts. It saves the B64 binary file so that you can further use it in case it is not uploaded to this file, because I have faced an issue where when I try to upload the file on the drive, it just crashes somehow. It might not happen with your instance because you are not using a free instance which is hosted on Render. I'm using a free instance, so these issues sometimes come. Okay, there's some issue here. Okay, I think there's a small issue. Okay, it is an authorization issue. Once I'm authorized, it is back to running again. So yeah, I have shown you how it is done. This is the easy, simple automation to get the outputs which you see right now. If you be a bit creative and add a better positioning of the object and how you want the object to be seen, you would get a really good output. This is AI. Sometimes the output might not be that good, but if you keep iterating and keep learning, the output will be much better. So I hope you liked today's video and you learned something from it, and I hope to see you soon in the next video. And remember, if you want to set up n8n for free, you are new to this, you want to learn, you can go back to my previous video and you can watch it and set up n8n for free, and you won't be losing your data in case your instance crashes or any problem comes in. All your scenarios will be saved in there for free. Even if it is the free version, everything going to work fine. So on this note, I'll see you on the next video. Peace.